All right, here I have Patrick. Patrick, how are you doing today?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Good, good, good. I remember back at the AI or the Agile International Conference where you participated and had an amazing event, amazing showing, and now you're going to continue to help out the community. You've got June 12th,
Yes.
the AI Revolution Conference. So I'm excited to have you there as a speaker. But I'm curious, just to give a little lead into the audience, right? What is the topic that you might be working with in that presentation?
Uh, Basically mastering your workflows with AI, right? So basically, having agentic AI work through all of your workflows. Everybody is a manager in the future, and we're all going to have agents that do all our work for us, so to speak. And it's up to us to manage the agents. And that's just a small part of what I'll be talking about on June 12th.
What I loved what you just mentioned right now, because I'm going to give you some little uh, pain point that I had. Sometimes I go into companies, and that's the first thing that I like to do is map out the current workflow. How are you currently getting work done? And I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes they have no idea. Everyone's doing different things. Everyone's like jumping over here, jumping over there. And it's not until you first map it out do you actually self-reflect and say, wow, that's what we do. So now you're saying that these agents are going to be assisting you, right? So, but by itself is a big challenge. What is the biggest challenge you have in implementing workflows? How would you answer that?
I would say knowing what is there's two things that I'll bring up off the top of my head. One is it something that's continuous or a one time, right? You'd want to implement an agent if this is a continuous action that you're doing this repeatedly, not for a one-off. You can just use, Claude or ChatGPT or whatever want for a one-off. The other one is knowing how you're going to implement the agent, right? The how, the when, what action. Do you want to let the agent run on its own, or do you want to have a human in the loop? So, quick example, if you just want it doing research, let it run on its own. If you are doing a follow-up to a client, you probably want to have a human in the loop. You don't want to let it run wild and make mistakes, right? So, it's knowing how to pull the right levers.
I love it. And you're going to show us more of that in the conference. So I'm going to let the community know this is what we're going to be having on June 12th. You need to attend, guys. Okay. This is an amazing event. This is worldwide. So if you're remote, you're connected right there. You go in and you can actually see us. And the cool thing about this, Patrick, is that if I know how much you provide, I know how much value you provide, but sometimes it's so fast, I want to rewind. So we're going to be saving your video so that other people could also, kind of chime in and learn from what you're sharing. So again,
That's great.
I
I
want,
want to learn from the other speakers too.
there you go. That is probably the worst thing. You're right. That when you're a speaker, you're like, but I want to listen to this other guy as well. So you're going to be able to get that as well. But again, I want to make sure that you're praised for your commitment to help the community. So we really appreciate that. And we're going to do great things, guys. This is the way we come together and help our community. So, final words before we close out. Patrick,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm honored to be there. There's going to be so many great speakers and so much to learn. And I'm just there to contribute just a small part and looking forward to it being interactive as well, learning from the audience. And, the other conferences that I've been to that you've hosted, great community. It goes beyond just knowledge sharing. The community really cares about each other. And just it's just a privilege to be amongst a bunch of great speakers on a day such as this.
you heard it here, guys. Okay, so let's get to the conference June 12th. See you there.
See you there.